Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig the Writer. Do it now. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now, So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow. So go ahead and hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. And turn on that little bell so that you get a notification every single time that I go live or I upload something new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Right. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, wait, I'm used to the camera being on this side. No, let me turn it.
But that's my better side, too.
I need the eye of the camera over here.
I want to be over there. Is that better?
It's still on the same side, isn't it? What you want, switch seats?
Yeah. Can you switch?
My God, today. Get your water. Look, I don't want to mix up our water.
Wait.
You the one wanted to be on that side. That side is good?
It's fine. Hey, y'all.
All these particulars. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the... Facebook is fucking up. This is the YouTube. I still got about 17 days before I can do anything on Facebook. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Please hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit the subscribe button. How was your weekend?
It was great. Going rock climbing.
You and that man went rock climbing?
Yeah, I mean, that man, Charles went. Charles Cannon went.
Let me tell you how a good man will take you out of your comfort zone. Let me tell you how a good man will take you out of your comfort zone.
He's in here, too.
Oh, really?
Oh, he is in here. I see him. Yeah.
What?
Raise your hand. There he is. Right.
Right
is
here.
That him? I think.
Right
is
here?
That him?
How I'm supposed to know? How you asking me?
I think that's him. I don't know how he looks on YouTube.
She asking me if that's her man.
I think.
Yeah.
Rock climbing.
Y'all went rock climbing. Indoor rock climbing?
Yes, indoor.
Because you know black folks don't do no outdoor rock climbing.
Remodeling my office.
Black folks don't do no outdoor rock climbing. We are not trying to scrape up our knees and fall to our death.
Exactly. I didn't do it very well.
Well, at least you were on the little bungee cord.
At least I went.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's him.
There he is. Yeah.
Oh, that ain't. I only know his nickname.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, how am I supposed to know if that's him?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, a good man will cook for you. He'll take you rock climbing.
Take you on vacation.
He'll blow your back out. But at any rate, listen, I just came from the gym. Now, I had a whole weekend because Marvin was here from DC, Mike was here from New York, and they all left yesterday. Like, Mike left yesterday, Marvin left Monday, but I had such a long weekend. Riri, that's your internet, niece.
It's messing up.
Yes, I am a good man. I am a good man, and I will blow your back out. But anyway, we had a great time.
You saw the weekend.
Listen, if you're on Patreon, you saw the weekend. We ripped and raced all weekend long.
I got thrown out of clubs.
and got thrown out of the club. Listen, if I didn't do a live yesterday or Monday because I gave so much content over the weekend between my Patreon, the Patreon that I have with Keon. It was just a lot. I had to catch up. I didn't get out of bed today or yesterday until about noon.
But y'all had a good time.
We had a great time. But listen, when you are a man of a particular age. But let me say this to y'all. Y'all have been tearing people up in the comments. Listen, about the conversation that we did over here. Thank you, Riri. Riri said, I love the conversation. That's just where I'm about to go with this. Those of you that saw that conversation that's on the Patreon, I actually put it on my Patreon, but it was really going to go, oh, Shauna said she's going to donate 2 books. Come on, somebody. Can you remind me to do that?
I will.
Okay. So we're going to donate 2 books. Thank you, Shauna. I was only going to put it on the Craig and Keon Patreon, but the conversation was just too meaty and too juicy not to put it on both. Okay. So I put it on both. It was like a 2-hour conversation. I broke it up into 2 parts. But when I say you all have been very vocal about who you liked and who you did not like, you all have been very vocal. I look 35, but I'm not 35. Especially in person. But no, you all have been very vocal. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's so crazy. But at any rate, I have more of that coming, not of that conversation, but I'm going to do, I'm going to start a series. I'm actually going to start filming it Saturday. I'm praying, and I need your help to pray that the weather is beautiful because I really want to shoot it outside. I'm going to film it outside. And it's going to be about a 2-hour conversation as well. And I want to break it up into like parts, and I'm going to drop it on my YouTube channel. But I'm calling it Telling Our Stories. All right. So just make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so that you know when I go live or I upload something. Oh, this is a good point right here. All the men in the room should rewatch because you ate them a lot. They should thank you for that speak. So yeah, so anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy the content that's coming because I do have some more coming for you. And Kim, I was sharing some other stuff with Kim just a few minutes ago about some other stuff that I want to do down the line. But anyway, tonight, I wanted to bring Kim back to talk to you again about Paid for Your Say. It's scrolling right here. Now listen, this promo code is about to end. Do we know what day it's going to end? Is it going to end the last day of this month?
Last day of this month.
That's the last day of this month. What is that, March 30th? How many days in March?
It's 31.
Alexa, how many days are in March? She must be on break. Alexa, how many days are there in March?
March has 31 days.
Okay, thanks, girl. Ain't anybody tell her to go on break. She love to go on break. Yeah, so next week, the 31st, that's next Friday. That's also a payday, I'm sure, for many of you. So here's the thing. We're going to extend this Best Life 100 promo code until Friday of next week. Not this coming Friday, as in 2 days from now, but next Friday. And that's going to be the last day. We're going to remove that code.
They told me to move over.
They told you to move?
Because you taking, you know.
Oh. Well,
thank you. I didn't want to say it. Go ahead.
First, she had to have the other side. Now,
right. This is my second time here now.
Now
so
she
start having demands.
Well, then you need to come over here with a meal or something.
As far as I travel?
Well, girl, you chose to live behind God's back. I didn't tell you to move behind God's back. You chose to buy a house behind God's back. But so I said, now she's in the frame. But anyway, look, Tanya, Leonard, talking about, there you go. We weren't centered on your TV or your iPad. But no, we want to talk about it some more. But we're bringing in a couple people who are actually in Paid for Your Say. We've not met any of them. I've never met them.
I've never met them.
Okay, so she's never met them either. So we don't want you to think that we didn't poll people that we know, because we have not. Just touch it, yeah. And so we want you to hear from them firsthand, because one of which, Rylan, I believe, when he started, he couldn't.
He was really struggling.
He was really struggling, and he was a member for Paid for Your Say for like months. Mm-hmm. And
I reached out to him because he was struggling, and it was something very simple that he had to tweak.
That he had to tweak on.
And we're gonna let him tell his story.
Right.
But he's doing very well.
Okay, so All right, so let's bring in Rylan. I'll bring him in first. Hey, Rylan. Oh, I can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Yes, sorry,
You
I
should
was
have
on
this
mute.
Zoom thing down as many groups as he does.
He's so excited. He ain't even got the mute button. Now, what city are you located in?
I'm in Connecticut.
Oh, come on, Connecticut.
Yes,
Yeah,
Connecticut.
there are black people there. I know a gentleman caller over there in Connecticut. He's in Newtown. Is it Newtown?
Yeah, Newtown. Everybody
Where are
knows
you
about.
located?
I'm in Waterbury, Connecticut, a small
How
town.
far is that from Newtown? Do you know?
I think probably about an hour or so.
Oh, okay. So you wanted to be on here because what? What reason?
Well, to speak about my success with Paid for Your Say, I actually joined Paid for Your Say in May of about almost 2 years ago.
Okay, so that was in the beginning when I first started
that was
promoting
right.
it.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
and so what made you join though?
well, I know you kept saying, you want to do something, to help out all your, subscribers and people who are patrons of you.
Yeah.
And you spoke about, your experience and how you met Kim. And it seemed like legit. I think it was like around COVID time. And I had already got played by my own little sister for a little $50 scam on Cash App. So I had,
the little the pyramid.
yes.
So you were already in Telegram.
Yeah, but I slightly had like the side eye towards Pay for Your Say too, because I was like, I was nervous. But I was also hearing everyone else's testimonials about, their success with it. I was like, you know what? Let me scrounge up my change on my next check and, go ahead and take the leap and see what I can do with it.
Okay.
So after that, I got into Pay for Your Say. I watched, the courses on, how to do it. And then I just sat on it for like 6 months, did nothing with it. But I kept.
You never even like did screeners or anything?
In the beginning, no, I just sat on it. So, like, I was being very lazy.
Now, if memory serves me correctly, though, I remember you emailing me saying, I've been in it for a while and I ain't made no money yet.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your issue was? Because I remember.
My issue, I don't remember, but
it was your profile.
Yes. Oh yeah.
He was, I reached out to him because I saw him in the chat saying he wasn't making any money. So that's the first thing I always ask. You were putting like 30,000. You were putting
his salary.
Yeah, the income was too low.
So he was putting his salary at 30,000. And I think what Kim and I were explaining the other week when we did this, your salary you should probably put
minimum
your salary
75.
Minimum 75 to 100,000 or something. Like you need to be in that age. I mean that bracket, that tax bracket, for a lot of these studies to even reach out to you because they don't care about people who are making less than that.
Yes. Yeah, my spot is at like 50,000. I keep it like right there, and I have luck with that. But yeah, so once I wasn't doing great in the beginning, I started talking to everyone in the private chat group for Pay for Your Say. And everybody was really open. People were like not only messaging me through Pay for Your Say, but they were directly messaging me. So I was like, these people really, they care like to make sure that I'm successful. So I was like, you know what, let me take what they're telling me, and also let me go back into, Kim's course and, really take some notes and really pay attention to what she says and actually implement those things. And it took me, I had a job. I really got serious with it because I was unemployed. And so that's what really drove me to really take it seriously. And when I really took it seriously and did all the work that I needed to do and applied for my screeners all day, every day, like I do it all day, every day. People are like, what are you doing in your phone? And I'm like, working, I'm getting my money. So I apply, I'll watch TV. I'll be in the bathroom getting ready, shave, shower, and I'm doing my screeners. It doesn't matter when. And that's when the studies were just coming so much where I would be at work and sometimes I would have to either step out for a phone call or I would get approved for studies and I'd be like, hey girl, I got a Zoom in the morning at 8 a.m. So I'll be late about an hour and a half. And I mean, I was getting paid like $15 an hour. So if someone was going,
it made more sense to call in or go in late to get that extra money, right?
Yes, they were sometimes paying more than my whole day shift within an hour. Right. So I was like, I'll be late or I'm leaving early. And
right. But so, I also remember it seemed like you DM'd me on Instagram and told me that you had I remember you telling me you were unemployed and you were like, you really need to get this paid for your say going. And then it seemed like you ended up, did you get a job after you were unemployed?
Yes.
And then you ended up leaving altogether?
Yes.
I remember that. Okay, I remember you DM'd me on Instagram and you were telling me that.
It hasn't been that long since you left your job, right?
No, it's been about 2.5 months.
Okay.
Yes, I left in January.
Yeah. Okay. So you left work in January. So you've been doing this full time for like 2 months, going on 3 months.
Yes.
Okay. And so like you were saying a moment ago, you do it when you're at home, like during commercial breaks, like if you're watching TV. And that's what I was saying last week. Like if you're watching TV, if you're at home, if you're in the middle of an episode and the commercial comes on, do a screener then. Or like if I'm out, and I'm standing in line about to order food or something or wherever, I'll do a screener while I'm standing in line. You know what I mean? I just kill time like that.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's awesome. So how much do you think you're making now, weekly or monthly, when paid for your say?
So weekly right now, because I have gotten a little bit of bougie. So
wait, you like me, you don't take certain ones if they don't pay a certain amount.
If it's not more than $125 for an hour, I don't take it.
That's beyond bougie.
That's me.
He was making $15 an hour. Now he's
making $125 an hour.
A minimum.
Yeah, but it's because I'm thinking about, well, what allowed me to actually leave my job was because the amount I was getting of approved studies, and then what I had saved, I was able, put up some rents and things like that, and kind of, just bow out of my job that I was at. And plus, it was not a friendly environment. I'm a person of the community, and they were not friendly to me. So I was like, I make more at home, so.
Right. Well, that's good. That is awesome. I'm glad that it worked out for you. I mean, your story kind of reminds me of, I can't remember her name, but she was in Phoenix. I remember she was living out of 10 Totes, Vicky. And she was living out of 10 Totes. And she was just so down and depressed, and her outlook was just kind of negative, and just because of her circumstance at that time. And then she got into Paid for Your Say, and next thing you know, she started making money, and she got back into school, and she ended up moving into a place. And so I'm glad that it's working out for you. I want to bring in Tareen. I'll leave you here too, Ryan, so you can chime in as well. Hi, Tareen.
Hi, how are you all?
I'm well. So you tried to say it was my internet.
So look, I thought it was because StreamYard acts funny every time you're on live, but I figured out it was my internet. But so I'm on my actual cell phone. I switched from my computer to my cell phone, but I'm so glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. Let me answer this question real quick, and then I want you to tell us your story. Paid for Your Say is a one-time fee. So right now it's $100. Now we were just at $200, and Kim and I had a conversation. We said, okay, let's run it again, because we do recognize that it's a recession. And remember, before we went into this recession, that was one of the things that I kept saying to you guys. You should sign up now because there's a recession coming. I'm telling you, there's a recession coming. And this is recession proof because this is market research. I literally just finished my Jaguar study yesterday. It was an online thing that I was doing here from home. And then yesterday there was a Zoom call. And the Zoom call yesterday it was supposed to be for 2 hours, but it was 1 hour and 45 minutes. $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Because Jaguar, and you're going to hear it, you may be hearing it here first. By 2025, all of Jaguar's cars are going to be electric. And so they basically were picking our brains for what we think that rollout should look like, what the design of the car should look like, what kind of complimentary services should come with it. So that's what these market research things are. It's basically companies picking your brain, and they're compensating you for giving them feedback so that they can tweak their product or tweak their service or whatever it is that they do. But it's a one-time fee, Marsha. So you pay your $100. You use this promo code that's scrolling at the bottom. You go to www.paidforyoursay.com. When you get over there, you're going to type in the promo code BESTLIFE100, and you're going to pay $100 to get in. It's a one-time fee, and you can do this forever. Okay, so Tareen, what made you join, and when did you join?
So this is so crazy because I've been following you for years. I actually gave my son the money first to join last year, doing some financial difficulty was having. And just real quick, I'm going to be real short. You mentioned the tote lady. In your testimony, you said that you and Kim, instead of donating some money to her, you decided to give her Pay for Your Say. And that gave me the same inkling to provide to my son. I said, how can I be a better service to him where you can continuously make income? And so because sending him money, absolutely. And so he's been doing really good. Sometimes he kind of falls off, but he jumps back in. Just to fast forward, absolutely nothing else stopped me from joining outside. I have a daughter at Michigan State University that was taking all my money. And finally, I got to a place, I literally started saving $5 out of my little lunch money. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're frozen, but we can still hear you.
Did I freeze?
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I literally started saving my little coins up, and I was determined to join. And when I saw the promo for $100, I just jumped right on it. And the crazy thing about it is I just joined 3 days ago. I was telling Kim in my DM, I literally just made $75 back. And I joined 3 days ago. I was so excited because I was like, I've been missing out. Like, I was kicking myself in the butt because I was like, when I joined, I was telling Kim, I literally took off the next day. I did not go to work because I was so engaged in the modules, the videos. I ran to Walmart, got me all these books to write my notes in. I created an Excel spreadsheet, and I just hit it. And I started signing up for every one of those, most of those links that provide you the access to get into them. And I just been floored. And I tell you, I think my first one was $10. I did a Walmart shopping for the product one. I did another one, which gave me the $25. And I did one for D-Scout. And that's how I just earned a quick $75. Was so happy. So I'm very happy.
And here's the beauty of it. You joined when you were supposed to, right?
Yes.
It all happens when and as it should. But the beautiful thing too is because once you sign up, you have access to all of these different companies, right? And once you sign, you join their email list, they'll email you the screen and say, we're looking for men and women ages this to this. We're doing a study on grocery shopping habits, or we're doing a study on appliances or whatever. But the beautiful thing is, if you go into her Facebook group or you go into her Telegram, there are members in there that are dropping links saying, hey, y'all, there's a tampon study and it's paying $500. Or hey, y'all, there's an electronic study and it's paying $350. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if you aren't signed up, which you should be signed up on the email list. But even if you aren't, you can literally go into one of those groups, Facebook or Telegram, and they're in there talking all day long, dropping links, dropping the answers. So it's just like it's mindless.
Oh, they're chiming for 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's so funny because I love the energy that everyone in there has. And I know we're from different parts of the country and different states, different time zones. But I'm not even angry that my phone is chiming off at 4 and it's only 1 o'clock here. But I mean, that gave me so much energy. I so many positives.
Yeah, but this is why I was saying the other week. I said, if you like me, you want to turn your notifications off because they in Dubai, they in Canada, they're in London, they everywhere. And so it's just like, they just in there dropping, conversations and pointers and just whatever. So it really is, I mean, this is a way that you can really help yourself. And so for those that are saying like, I signed up and I haven't gotten anything yet, you really got to examine how much time you're putting into it. And you really got to examine if you are actually using the tools that she's provided. Because not only do you have the modules, AKA short videos, they're like 3-minute videos or whatever. Think about all the videos you look at on Instagram or on TikTok that are longer than 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So you're just looking at these things. But again, if you get into the Facebook group and the Telegram, there's no way that you can't be making money. So my thing is, at that point, you may have to look at your profile. And that's when you want to reach out to Kim through her email, which is support@paidforyoursay.com. Email her at support@paidforyoursay.com because maybe there's something wrong in your profile. You may have the wrong income, like Rylan had. He had his income at $50,000, where we just said you need to have your income at a minimum of $75,000. We understand that you may not be making that, but you want to put. I put my income at 125, 150.
So if I may say something really quick, Craig, if I may just intervene real quick. So that is so important because before I started watching the modules, I was so geeked when I signed up. I just started getting anything that I would just kind of just brainstorming and getting familiar with the apps, especially Product Tube and DScout. And you're right. And I work for the government. And then I watched one of Kim's videos and she was like, customer service, real estate. I promise you that works.
Yeah.
I had to change my government status.
Right. And so you really cannot put that you work in customer service. They're not looking for people who work in customer service. They're not looking for people who work in PR or advertising firms. I tell them that I work in real estate. The only way that I change that is if it's a study, like my girl, Alice, she sends me studies all the time. She's in the group, but she'll send me studies when it's for like social media influencers. That's the only time that I put that I do any type of influencing. Today I messed up because I got a call from one of the market research companies, and it was for a blood pressure study. Now I know it was for high blood pressure. I knew I wasn't going to get into that because I don't have high blood pressure, and they definitely will draw your blood and check all of that. But I messed up because she said, do you get paid for a social media like through YouTube? And I said, and I paused, and I was going to say no, but then I said yes. And she said, oh, well, that's going to cancel you out of this one. Well, we'll give you a call. But I would have gotten into that study. If I had gotten into that study, even if I hadn't gone all the way, I would have gotten $50 just for going into the office that one day. Wow. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just be mindful of all of that stuff. So you got to really look at your profile. Even if you don't email Kim, get in that group, Telegram or Facebook, and ask around, what do you guys have for your income? Because it's probably something you have and something that you're answering consistently. Like if you're doing 5 and 6 screeners and ain't nobody called you back, it's probably something that you're answering incorrectly.
Yeah. And you have to be consistent. You can't do 2 or 3 a week. That's not gonna, you're not gonna make money that way. So.
Yeah, not 2 or 3 a week. You need to at least be doing 2 or 3 a day. At least.
Yeah.
Or more.
Right.
Yeah. More.
Rylan, did you have anything else you wanted to add in?
Yes. I was going to say with the applying for 3 screeners a day, way more than that, to be honest. I pretty much go crazy. And with the open-ended questions, like where they ask you to, write about, like, say, if you were to be able to create a product, what would it be and why? Who would it be if it could be a celebrity? Those types of questions, I did receive a lot of compliments from researchers because, the more descriptive you are and, you just give a lot of yeast to your story, like Craig says, almost.
Add a little yeast to it.
They really love that. So, and they say that's really what made them call me, and that's happened on a number of occasions. So I think that's a really great thing also.
Right. And even if you're like an introverted kind of person, when they ask you on those studies, in those screeners, Are you the kind of person that's comfortable speaking in a room full of people? You need to say yes.
Yes.
Even if you really aren't, because that's going to disqualify you. Say, no, I'm really kind of shy. Like, I don't know. They're like, oh, okay, niece, we don't want you. We want somebody that's going to be verbose.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. VMW said, I just joined. She said, I've been wanting to join for a year now. Just joined. Listen, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your first success story, VMW, once you make your money, when you get your first study. Because that $100, again, most of the studies start at $125.
Yeah, for an hour.
For an hour of your time. For an hour of your time. It's usually...
And they have to pay that for Ryland to do it, so...
I was excited when I got an email from D-Scout and I was accepted into the Express missions. I was excited. I was like, wow, it's just all sorts of motivating factors. I will tell you this. I was so excited because like I said, one of Kim's modules was like good lighting. I ordered a ring light immediately yesterday on Amazon to give me that better look when I'm doing my videos, which absolutely is amazing. And so I can't thank you both enough. Like, again, like you said, timing is everything, Craig. I'm not beating myself up anymore about it. I'm just glad I joined. Yeah. The Telegram conversations, that whole setup is amazing. It's so many motivating people in there that give you leads. And it's so amazing. I did not think it was going to be like that. And people are just so kind and generous, sharing their ideas, especially the young lady from Dubai. I see her in there often, and it's just been a pleasure.
Right. And look, Big Mike is in the comments because he and I, we've done a one-on-one before. And he was telling me, he said, I just wanted to come on. He said, I really just booked the one-on-one because I wanted to support you. He said, because I wanted to thank you for putting us on to pay for your stay. He said, because you could have kept it to yourself. And he said, and he walked out to his garage and showed me that he upgraded his car. He didn't even got another car, niece.
Nice.
I'm telling you, like when that extra money get to rolling in, as my mother would say, you start making money hand over fist.
Right.
And like, what's our girl's, I mentioned this the last time, what's our girl's name who retired? Dion. She retired. She was putting extra money into her savings because she was retiring. There are people that have taken their family on vacations. They went on a cruise for the first time. Or
country. Oh,
he said he didn't got a Jeep now. He didn't upgrade from the car to a Jeep. But yeah, people going out of the country. And then one person, she told me that she uses her extra money to buy like all her designer shit, like her purses and things like. She said, because that's not stuff that I would normally spend my own money on. She said, but I feel a little better about it when it's just like this overflow, this extra money, and I can kind of, pay for stuff like that. They'll go out to eat more, just those kinds of things. But again, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this bank crashing and all this other shit that's happening out on the West Coast. That's going to trickle on down over here to the East Coast. I'm telling you, things are going to probably get a little tighter. So while this thing is $100, you might want to go ahead and sign up. Because after next Friday, we taking it back up. Because even if Kim isn't making money off of you signing up, we in the studies.
I had 2 today.
Right. She came here today telling me she had 2 studies today. So it's just like, I don't want you guys to think that she's living off of this sign-up fee because she's been doing pay for your stay long before I started promoting it. Like actually doing the market research study. 31 years on her own. So like, we're just trying to, again, this was my way because it wasn't, and I don't mean it like this, but it wasn't really me trying to help push her business. For me, that wasn't the impetus for me to do this. For me, it was me trying to help or give back to you guys for supporting my Patreon, for subscribing to my channel, for sharing my videos. When I moved into this house, somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody suggested that I set up an Amazon
affiliate thing.
No, what's housewarming? What's the thing called? Registry. Registry. And Amazon. Somebody suggested that I do that, and I did that. And there were like 200 things on that registry, and you guys purchased everything that was on there, right? So I was like, I gotta figure out ways
to support Black business.
Well, again, it wasn't to support you. It was really to give back to them.
Anyway.
And let me say this. This is completely off topic. Those of you that supported my friends in Maryland that have the nonprofit organization, the Catherine Family Children's Services. Remember, we put our money together and helped them get a van.
Well, they got the van, and I posted.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
I saw that.
I posted on my Insta story, and I posted it on my YouTube story. Did I make it? I think I did it as a YouTube short as well. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that they did purchase the van, and so thank you again for supporting them. And then what happened? I was about to say what had happened. What happened was once I started asking you guys to help support them to buy the van, one of you worked for a bank in the Maryland, D.C. area, and she worked in community. I don't remember what division it was, but it was like community outreach or something. And she helped them get a $10,000 grant. So that went on top of the money that we all sent in to help support them get the van. So they purchased a cargo van, and they're going to use this van to deliver meals to different families around the Baltimore metro area. So again, and again, it's generally people of color, Hispanic people, Black people. And so that's what they're doing with it. So again, I wanted to thank you guys for that. So that's why I started promoting Pay for Your Say. Because I wanted them to be able to... yes, and to support a Black business, yes. But I wanted.
And you had to trust me.
I definitely had to trust you. I definitely had to trust you.
Moving on.
But for me, it was just like I really wanted to do something to help. Because again, like whenever I ask you guys to support something, like there's another charity, and I don't know these people at all. What's the one that I support? The women of color that are locked up. National Bailout. It's called nationalbailout.org. And I've talked about them before. I came across them at some point. I don't know how, but I always try to support them every year around Mother's Day, because what they do is they bail out women of color, mothers, around Mother's Day. And they want them to be home with their children. And most of these women are in jail because, and they're for a bail that's less than $600. And so, and it's just like they couldn't get out because they didn't have $600. And so they're sitting in there. And that resonated with me because the Khalif Browder story is very similar. The young guy who was in Rikers Island, they accused him of stealing a backpack. He really hadn't stolen the backpack, but he was sitting in Rikers Island for all those years. And he ultimately committed suicide once he got out. But Orly Foundation, you guys supported that. That's I brought Dr. Hadia on, and she is the first Black woman to find a cure for cancer in lab rats. And I brought her on the live, and you guys supported that. So I always try to figure out ways to kind of give back to you guys for supporting things that are important to me. So that was the push. But yeah, so sign up, www.payforyoursay.com, and the promo code is BestLife100. Anything else we need to?
So many people have signed up that I'm going to do a Zoom call next week.
Okay, so Kim is going to do a Zoom call next week.
When we get an influx of a lot of new people, I like to do a Zoom call so I can meet everyone. So, and we have a lot of the more seasoned people get on too. So
right, and so those of you, Diamond, I saw you commenting in here. If you haven't had success yet, you would want to be on this Zoom call.
Definitely.
And anybody else who's new, like if you're just signing up, it won't hurt to just jump on the Zoom call, just kind of hear some of the feedback and that kind of thing. Again, this is not a scam. This is legal. No. It's not a pyramid. It's not any of that kind of stuff. I wouldn't even promote anything like that. Oh, yeah. Any last words, final words?
I'll let the gentleman go first.
Huh?
I'll let the gentleman go first because I've been talking.
Well, it is real. I do want to say it pays my rent. It's gotten me off of food stamps.
Come on, somebody.
For real. So
well, wait a minute. Hold on, niece. Now you can stay on those food stamps because they can't track your income. Now you could have stayed on them food stamps. Now, if between me and you and whoever's listening, I will go back and get that food stamp card.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know. But that's how much it's been helping me. Like it really helps out a lot.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. Because I just remember you DMing me and it was so urgent. You were like, I lost my job and I really need to figure out something. Like it was almost like you were panicking, and I could feel it through it.
Well, I had just got when I signed up, I think I had just gotten evicted in the pandemic because I was working at a hotel.
Right. So, come on, success story.
Yeah. So that's really why, I was so urgent in the messages, because I was trying to pay back what I owed to get a new apartment.
Wow.
Right. And see, I didn't know that part,
Mm-hmm.
but I could feel the sense of urgency when you messaged me. I really could.
And now Rylan is a source of inspiration in the chat. I mean, he is always in there posting. He puts little videos in there, pictures. So complete turnaround.
But you go back and get that food stamp card. Yeah.
Okay.
Get everything that's yours. It all belongs to you. Amen.
Amen.
Look, Montra said Craig is right. I work at the food stamp office. We cannot track that income. Get them stamps, needs.
Wow.
Look, they didn't give us out 40 acres and a mule. Go get them food stamps.
Okay.
I want everything that belongs to me.
Okay.
But go ahead, Tareen. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, so I just want to close myself out and just say I am so grateful to be a part of your audience, Craig. You are like my big brother in my head. And I'm so grateful to be, I don't even look at myself as a follower. I just definitely look as a family member, because I've definitely been a part of your life for a couple years. When I'm having bad days, I even go back to your old stuff just to kind of make me laugh. Again, Kim, I'm so grateful that you brought this to the surface of so many of us people of color. And I think this is marvelous. I am so grateful that I just went on and did what I needed to do, and that was sign up. So absolutely, I'm excited to see what's definitely coming ahead, and I'm treating it as a part-time job so I can be aggressive with it. So once I had that mindset the other day, I now know how to definitely jump down and get things going and making my money. So I can't thank you all enough, Craig, but I love you and I thank you, and I hope Miss Gladys and Miss Gloria and everybody is doing wonderful.
They are. I talked to my mom earlier today. She got a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Good. Thank you.
Where are you located, Tareen?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay, you're in Chicago.
Yes,
okay.
I'm in Chicago.
Well, I appreciate you so much. I really do. And then I wanted to say this because you said something, and you said you're glad that she brought this, and it's benefiting so many people of color. Yeah. Here's what I want to say to those of you that are holding on to a dream. This was a dream for her to do this. And think about the dream that you have that could benefit so many people. It could be homeless, to help with the homeless population. It could be whatever. And just think of all of the people that won't benefit if you don't take that first step. You know what I'm saying? It's about, and even like, if you look at me, like if I had never taken the first step to write my own book and then take the chance to start doing lives, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about any of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if God puts a dream in your belly, you have to do him a service. You have to do him a service and make that thing come to fruition. And nobody is saying that it's going to be an easy road, whatever your dream is. But you have to run to your dreams because you get one life. You only get one life. And you have to figure out, you have to imagine what your life would look like on the other side of that dream. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just think about it that way. All right. Well, listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us and giving your story. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys have an amazing night. Tomorrow is Thursday, so Keon and I will be live tomorrow.
Is it over here or
is it my turn to go to his house?
Yes.
I think it's my turn. Oh, we got to donate the books. Who was it that said they wanted to?
Sharna. I got it.
Now you was supposed to. Okay, Jackie T, you still in here, niece?
So Sharna that's going to donate it, and then Saul, Jackie T. That's the only name I saw.
Okay, now we need one more book that we need to donate, and I'll ship those out. Thank you, Mantra, for reminding. Kim was supposed to do that.
I was still tripping off you weren't trying to support.
I knew that's what it was. Oh, look at Jamari talking about we don't need no bad internet tomorrow. No, look at me. It ain't 10 o'clock yet. You can't leave yet.
Come on, let Mimi come on. Probably work.
Good night, Lanita. I like that name, Lanita. Okay, Terrence Thompson. Do you have any copies? I think I want to. I don't see Jackie T in here. We might have to give it to Rachel's World. Rachel's World and Terrence Thompson.
Yep.
All right, Rachel's World and Terrence Thompson. Can you guys email me over at craigthewriterstewart.com. Just send me an email with your name and your physical address, not a P.O. box, but a physical address. And then I'll ship those out to you tomorrow. I'll sign them and ship them out tomorrow. All right. And thank you, Shauna, again. Let me make sure she sent the coins for the book before I get to ship them. Hold on, Lee. But no, I know she did.
And thank you, Rylan. And
thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you
y'all.
all. Have a blessed night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.